Are there certain words or sentences that put fear into you? The fear of God?
Oh, well, illnesses.
Oh, yeah, we've got back the results.
What?
No, I'm just...
Certain
sentences, like when my wife says, when the kids go to sleep, we need to talk.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah, that's a doozy, isn't it?
Yeah. My daughter said the other day, was that your donut in the fridge, Dad? Well, you're speaking in past tense. Mine are all food orientated too, and the ants have got to your coffee scroll. Oh,
what do you do? You have a bite of a donut?
No, I think I had one in the fridge that I just a jam one that I put in the fridge for.
It hadn't bitten it.
No, it had icing on it. Yeah, she was basically saying they'd eaten it when I wasn't there.
Oh yeah.
Mm. What about this one? This is the real one though. A woman from the Philippines says, "Yeah, you're gonna have to go into the Optus shop." Oh, that happened to me.
Yeah.
So I've been on the call center for ages because my email stopped working.
Oh yeah, mine did too.
The Optus email. I haven't used it for ages because I just stopped. It just kept not working, and I just got rid of it. And then my wife's like, can you activate that email again because that's attached to my Etsy account. I want to get this refund. And so
it's hurting.
I know, and so I try to do it online. You can't do it online. I get on the phone to the call center in the Philippines. And the woman just goes, your date of birth's wrong. You're going to have to go to the Optus shop.
Oh, no.
That's the worst sentence you want to hear. That's not the sentence you want to hear. You're going to have to go to the Optus shop. So I go down there, and it's already...
We're being paid by Optus, by the way.
But you know what?
Us?
No.
See, let me just say... Maybe they want to be a sponsor when they hear the end of the story.
The Optus workers were fantastic. What was going on inside that shop? So, number one, I walk in there. There's this guy in a tracksuit, criminal type, with his girlfriend.
Hey, take it easy.
Oh, no. No. Listen to the story. And there's no Optus people there. And I go, so are you guys working here? The guy goes, no, they're out the back. They're out the back, mate. And so these two Optus guys come out, and the guy goes, oh, we'll be with you in about 10 minutes, sir. Obviously, I'd walked into a bit of a situation, Glenn.
Oh, it was a bit heated.
Oh, yeah. So the guy in the tracksuit, the criminal guy, was like, look, just give us the phones, all right? We've shown you my ID. You know who I are. Just give us the phones. And the guy's like, listen, I think your ID's fake. All right. So that's what they were talking about outside. I think your ID's fake. And, well, I've shown you a photo of my passport. Yeah, but your passport's expired in that photo. And then the woman is arcing right up going, you're a dick, mate, you're a dick.
Oh, to the
Optus guys.
Optus, that's not nice.
You're a dick, and you are going to give us a big fat apology. And the guy would repeat what she would say. Yeah, a big fat apology. And the guy's like, hey, if I'm wrong, I will apologise. And the guy goes, call the cops. Call the cops. Go on, I dare you. Call the cops. And the guy goes, I have called the cops. He goes, yeah, good, because when they get here, you're going to eat your words, mate. You are, and so you can imagine me.
You were standing there,
like
with your mouth open,
waiting to change my date of birth.
Can I fix up my email?
My email address. Anyway,
I've got ID. It's real. It's real.
And then the criminal guy, kept turning to me for like support.
Consorting.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not trying not to look at him. He's like, yeah, mate, I wouldn't expect any help around here, mate. I swear, these dicks, mate, they're no good. Anyway, then the cops turn up.
The guy didn't recognise it?
No. I don't know if you get TV in prison. You do, but anyway.
Being very harsh. Sounds like a very nice man misunderstood if he's listening in. He may be listening.
I don't think he's listening.
Okay.
Anyway, so the cops turn up. Right.
They're not. What?
Yeah, the cops turn up.
How long are you there for?
I was waiting for at least 10 minutes, and then the Optus guy goes, it's all getting heated, and he goes, look, I'm just going to help this gentleman over here. And he walks towards me, and the criminal guy goes, nah, mate, you're helping us. You're helping us.
Yeah.
I'm like, anyway, so.
Cops are good, aren't they?
The guy actually made it over to me.
They were normal cops were they undercover?
Uniformed. Cops come straight in, all right. And this was bad timing because the Optus guy had just talked to me for about a minute.
Life is incredible.
Talked to me for about a minute. And then the cops come and goes, oh, hang on, I've just got to deal with this. Then the cops come in. The cop picks up the criminal's ID and he goes, well, this is fake, mate. This is obviously fake. And then he goes, where'd you get it from? And the criminal goes, that's not important. And the cop goes, well, yeah, it is. I'm going to tell your parole officer. And the guy goes, he goes, you've got a parole officer, haven't you? Because they just read him straight away. And he goes, well, I might have. And then he goes, well, mate, this is fake. All right. And then the girl goes, yeah, well, these fucking dicks. And the cop stops her straight away and goes, listen, you can leave if you're going to use language like that. And so she gets up and leaves. Yeah, because the cops were so good. And then the cop just goes,
great job.
Yeah, the cop just goes, hope you didn't pay more than $5 for this piece of shit. To the criminal's like, well, that's not important. Look, we just got to get our phones, all right? You can identify me. You know who I am. And the cop goes, yeah, but you can't use fake ID to buy phones. He goes, that's just their regular. He said, don't blame those guys from Optus. It's not their fault. It's the rules of their company, all right? He goes, why don't you go down the post office? You can get a new passport from there. Go down the post office. He goes, yeah,
wow.
Oh, really? And you're like, yeah, go to the post office.
I love you.
Yeah. And then the cop looks at me and goes, what's your involvement?
No. See, this
I was
is
backing
the thing.
right into the computer.
If it escalated and something happens,
yeah.
then you are a witness, and then you've got to go to court, and then you may have to go against someone who has a shady past, and then they go, oh, that's Dave O'Neill. I know where to get him. He's appearing in pubs. I'm just going to wait outside in the car park and get him for going. This is what happens in my head.
Well, anyway,
I would have walked away. I would have gone, I don't want to see this. I don't want to.
No, I'm there for the action.
Oh, you love it.
Well, I felt sorry for the Optus guys, and then the cops just said they were just like shaking their heads. The criminal guy left, and he looked in the door and he went, hey, I'm going to the post office, and you will be sorry, mate. To the Optus guy, and he just sort of looks at me and nods at me like I'm a fellow,
You're one of us.
Yeah. Anyway, they were so frazzled that I used my fake ID to get a phone, so that was good.
I don't want to worry you, but we're in a hotel at the moment, and there's a guy standing on the other side of the street. I'd recognise him. Is that it?
Oh, my God. Quick, play the music.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
You know what? The Optus guys did a great job. I changed my date of birth. It was out by 1 digit. And because what he said, these guys come in and they sign up on a plan, so they don't pay any money. They use fake ID to get, and he goes, they wanted the best phones.
But hang on. So is that what you do? You have a fake number, so then a fake name and a fake address.
Yeah.
And they send the bill out.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, and you've already got the phones. He said it's quite common. So they've just got to be onto it.
But can't they just then cut the phone off?
They've probably sold it by then.
Wow. Yeah, you should be...
a criminal.
You're up to
speed.
Or a cop. They've got it, sold it, and they're taking their thingamajiggy card out.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I just know that...
sounds like you do.
The cops told me once when we had a laptop stolen, druggies can take the laptop or the phone straight to their dealer, not even a middleman, and they just give them, say, an Apple phone or an Apple computer, and they will get, like, drugs straight away. They clean them and stuff. Man...
Clean them.
They clean them. I don't know. They scrape them. I think that's what they call it. They scrape them. And
there's a whole world of things out there that I don't really understand.
If we hang around this pub long enough, someone will probably come and sell them to us.
I'm worried about you, who you hang around with. I think you're bringing the tone of the show down to the sort of people.
Oh, it's not my fault. I didn't want to go to the Optus shop.
I don't know. You chose to hang around. I don't know. You chose to be a witness.
A witness to
Can we please have the next witness to the stand, Mr. D. O'Neill, 68 times on
Spicks and Specs.
Yes, the judge will recognise you.
I'm going on Spicks and Specs again soon. It's back.
Well, I hope that's...
And you know what number that is? 69. Can't wait for Adam Hills to ask me, and what number are we up to?
Normally in this show, I ask questions like, if we come across 69, I would say something like, have you ever had a 69? But I didn't ask you that.
No.
Because it's none of my business.
No, but, can't wait for that anyway. All right, well, welcome to our podcast. And
what you do with your spare time
is your business. That's right.
Yeah, what you do with your spare time, if you go out and steal a phone or something.
The idea he had was proof of age ID, which is easily counterfeited. All right, let's get to topics. We get 2 topics, got to work out how they are related.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
Let's get our topics.
Lobsters and pineapples.
I want to say 2 of my favourite things. I'd say I love pineapples. Lobsters, I think lobsters are too much work. I love seafood.
I don't love seafood that much. I like a nice, clean bit of white fish.
No, I love all that.
That ends there. You don't.
I love scallops and... I don't like
oysters.
Oysters.
Scallops, yeah.
Scallops, beautiful.
And I like prawns.
Oh, I love prawns.
And I like a little bit of...
Yabby?
See, anything freshwater.
No
thanks.
good. It tastes like mud.
But lobster, I think, is overrated.
We've mentioned this before, but they used to be in plague proportions in England, and they were prison food.
I thought it was San Francisco.
Oh, that was in England too.
Oh, in England they had lobsters in it. I thought
prisons.
it was more of a warmer climate creature.
No, there used to be. Well, unless what I read was wrong, but in England it was prison food.
Crustacean.
Yeah,
It's a crustacean. What is it related to? A crab? What is it? It's it's got claws, clippers.
Didn't we have the whole argument on here about crayfish versus lobster? And then we worked out that it was
More or less the
crayfish
same.
is just like one's freshwater, one's seawater, but then saltwater. But then it depends what state you're in Australia, what you call them. But lobster was a big deal when you were a kid, wasn't it? Like your dad would get one maybe once a year at
But
Christmas.
He didn't call it lobster. He called it crayfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big deal at Christmas. Come
Big
home wrapped in
deal.
white paper.
Yes.
Yeah, and
And then he had that
the
that
unveiling.
pincer thing, that thing that would crack at the shell.
Yeah. Because you were showing off because you could show how to eat the legs.
We've got photos of Christmas dinner, and we wouldn't have turkey. We'd have lobsters.
Yeah, so how many lobsters would you have?
I reckon just one, and it was just
One would feed the family.
Oh,
You wouldn't
Mum
get
would
much
also
lobster.
cook chicken or ham as well.
Oh, I see. Oh,
but the
yeah,
kids
no,
didn't
no,
want
we had
lobster.
that. Yeah.
It was just mainly the older men that seemed to eat the lobster.
Yeah.
I just remember my uncles cracking it and sucking on it. And,
Sucking the legs.
Yeah.
Because it was an art
Yeah.
form. You crack it and then you pull it open and the big bit of flesh comes out from where the leg was. It's repulsive, really, when you think about it.
I don't mind lobster though, but I would never order it. I would never buy it.
No, and if you ordered, I was working at a restaurant in the city at the Hilton, and it was my first job waiting tables, and I was living in a share house. I had to serve a woman half a lobster, and I took it out, and she didn't touch it.
Wow. Lobster mornay, remember that? Lobster.
Lobster mornay. So there was half a lobster there with the tail.
And did you take that home?
I walked into the back room and ate it like a crazy person. And then realised that that's not the thing to do because my brother got me the job.
That's right.
He was the front office manager, and I did the wrong thing. But anyway, I should have been sacked, and I probably was sacked. So
The Lobster Cave, remember the Lobster Cave? It's still there in Beaumaris. It's a famous restaurant, isn't it?
it is.
Who was the Liberal Party leader had a meeting with one of the mafia guys and
Oh no.
the lobster incident? Oh, yeah, and then the ALP employed someone in a lobster suit that used to follow him around and campaign. You'd see the lobster guy up the back of the press conference. It's quite funny. Because lobsters are quite funny. Like, I mean, we talk about SpongeBob. There's a lobster in that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
There's something.
I don't know.
They're quite funny looking, aren't they? They look like an alien.
Yeah, they are. They do look
They're
like
weird.
like if an artist had created one, you go and you've overdone it a bit.
Yeah.
With the long. So they don't have a backbone, do they? They're invertebrates.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they come from the shrimp family,
Are they from the shrimp family?
aren't they?
I don't know.
Oh, they are. They look a bit like.
Do you like crab? Do you like crab?
Yeah, but
you
I
got
don't know whether I. Where would I have crab? I've
Have you had crabs?
Honestly,
Have you had
I had
crabs?
crabs? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. either.
Can you imagine looking down into that part of your body and,
Oh.
and putting your glasses on and seeing some little creatures running up and down your pubic?
Very
hair?
itchy, apparently.
So you can,
Very
but
itchy.
crabs you can. This is horrible.
You can see them. Can you?
I think you
can,
can.
yeah.
I think under a microscope. But
Oh,
and the crabs are loving it because it's warm and. Have I had crabs? No, I haven't.
no, no.
Let's not go into what I have had.
Yeah. Herpes.
They apparently live for like.
Do they?
They're a long-living creature.
The lobster.
Yeah, like 30 years or something.
Oh.
So when you eat a lobster, it's like a bottle of wine. It's been around for a long time.
I was in the city yesterday. My son had to go to the orthodontist. Ching. That's another sentence you don't want to hear. Your son needs to go to the orthodontist. Oh.
Oh, has that happened?
Yeah. It's
Which one? The middle one?
No, Barney, the youngest. He's 16.
Oh, sorry.
They don't get braces anymore. They get like Invisalign. They get this.
Well,
kind
that's
of-
okay. But he won't get traumatised. But hello, cha-ching, you're right.
Cha-ching. Should have been an orthodontist. Anyway, we got in the car. We were driving up the road, and we pulled up next to a Chinese restaurant. And there were lobsters.
Yeah, I
In
know.
the
You
tank.
can pick the ones you want.
Oh,
Isn't that horrible?
oh.
The poor old lobsters sitting around there. They were wandering around the ocean. And I might go out for a while. Okay, so and then all of a sudden they're in a
gone.
tank. In a tank.
In Chinatown. And there were fish there too. I'm like, and Barney's like, do they eat the fish too? I'm like, I don't know. I know they get the lobsters out. But I don't know about the fish.
I reckon because they did. Some say that they don't feel pain
Oh,
because the way that people. This is horrible.
how's the? Yeah, go
There you
on.
go. No, yeah.
How's
but-
this?
Yeah, go on.
the other night at my comedy festival show, and thanks to all the people that came, a lot of fans.
Highly successful, from what I hear. You've had a great time.
Successful, but it was good fun. No, it was okay. I sold more tickets than last year. Met a lot of somehow related fans, but I said to a guy in the audience the other night, "What do you do?" And he goes, "I'm a veterinarian." Right? Everyone goes, "Oh, that's a good job," and then he adds, "In an abattoir."
Wow, there's a flip.
There's a turnaround.
Which means that...
I said, that's like saying you've got a stripper for your 21st. Oh, excellent. It's your sister. Oh, what? You know what I mean? It's that immediate turnaround where people just go, "You're a nice guy. Hang on a minute."
Been in jail.
And I said, "So what are we killing?" Like, he goes, "Because we all eat meat, don't we?" And I said, "Yeah, well, I can't say what you're doing is wrong because I eat meat."
Yes.
That comes from abattoirs.
But what does he do?
He makes sure the animals are healthy before they get the old nail gun to the head.
Were they questionnaire?
Yeah.
Test their moves?
I said to him, "Do you think they know?" And he goes, "Yeah, absolutely they know." You don't want to hear that, do you?
Because I saw a cow being killed at a farm one time and another cow next to it, and the other cow was screaming. It was just horrible. Traumatized me as a child.
Oh, awful.
Yeah.
But I said, "What sort of exotic animals have you had through there?" Like, there's, cows. He goes, "Oh, emus. We get emus." Jesus.
Hang on a second.
They get emus.
To do what?
Well, you can buy emu, can't you? To
I've
eat.
never seen it.
Okay, good point. No, they do wallabies,
So hang
kangaroos.
on, the emus are lining up like cows.
What do they do?
What
do they do in alphabetical? All right, cows. Then we got the emus. Oh no, chicken first. Chicken.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, chicken, cows,
Duck-
emus.
ducks?
Oh, ducks. Ducks, emus.
What are you eating off an emu?
Oh, you can eat emu steaks, can't you?
The only thing I've ever heard with emus is emu eggs.
Oh. Anyway, you reckon they know? They don't feel pain.
That's apparently. And then I've seen it like in that Woody Allen film where he's there with Diane Keaton.
Oh, they all look. A lot of his leading cast look similar to me.
Yeah.
Mia Farrow, Diane Keaton.
Yeah. And they're in the kitchen, and Annie Hall was in.
I love that movie.
Yeah, and it's a great film.
Yeah.
And they drop the lobsters on the floor, and they're running around, they're screaming, and he's been quite funny. But the idea is that you drop them live into a hot pot of boiling water.
Awful.
And awful. You go...
Awful.
Yeah, that is... Anyway.
Not good.
Apparently, they had blue blood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like royalty.
Yep. And apparently, like you, they communicate through urine.
Like me.
I just thought I'd say that.
They communicate through wee-wee.
Well, when you're going to the toilet at a urinal, you communicate to the
talk to
person
people.
next to you.
That's the best part of $20 gone. Time to shake hands with the unemployed, hey?
I think they let off urine to let people, their mates know that they're there.
Or when they're scared too, probably.
Yeah, but they can, there's a lot going on in the ocean that we don't know about.
Right.
So, and you got to realise that a lobster has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So he's worked the room. He's got away from things that are going to eat him a lot.
All right. So who's the king at the shellfish party? So we got the crabs, we got the prawns.
Okay, who's there first?
Well, the oysters are there in their little shells just yapping away.
No, but who's there waiting for the others to arrive?
The crabs, I reckon. They're all scuttling about.
There's a lot of crabs?
A lot of crabs.
Yeah, they're sort of, they go, settle down, you guys. Stop running around everywhere. You're going to trip us all up. So just have something to eat and get a drink and just wait in the corner. So they probably go under a couple of, under the furniture. Then,
I got to say the lobster's probably king. Because he's a big boy.
But we're talking crustacean. We're not talking SeaWorld.
Just the shellfish.
Just the shellfish.
I reckon they're the kings. Yabbies are there.
Yabbies are there. Look, I think it would be them.
Prawns.
I think prawn would be up there.
No,
but
king prawns.
King prawns would be up there.
Prawns. The crayfish comes in with his pincers and all that. He's a big boy.
Oh, respect.
Yeah.
Love what you do.
Yeah.
Because if he was to throw his weight around, he could actually chop people up.
And a beautiful colour too, that red.
Beautiful red colour. And, he's got those big, long... He's got long... What are the bits that stick out?
Pincers?
Yeah, what are
they? Oh,
they?
there's antennas.
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, they're like antenna things. Yeah,
those antennas. They're very impressive
great.
when you walk in the room. And who's the bouncer?
Who would be the bouncer?
Well, okay, but go back. Where were the oysters?
I think they're just in their shells.
Because they've got to be... They're. I reckon they would come in a pack of 6.
Yeah.
late.
They're in the VIP area.
Yeah, and they they stink a bit.
I think the bouncer may be from the SeaWorld, but not from the actual crustacean. Might be a big fat blowfish.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you can go in.
A puffer,
Rightio.
a big
puffer fish.
You know, one of those fish, if you step on it,
And the octopus tries to get in. Oh, you're not part of this. Yeah, well, come on. Calamari tries to get in. I'm parting with those guys. No, you got your own night Tuesday night. All right, well, let's talk about pineapples.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Pineapples. When was the last time you had a pineapple?
I don't love pineapple.
What?
I reckon I would love pineapple. I reckon I would love pineapple. Let me finish. If I was in Queensland, because I suspect they're sweeter up there, but I just find them hard.
Oh,
and
a bit spiky
and a bit bitter.
I just think you've got to wait for them to ripen properly. When you smell them and they smell good, that's when you cut them up.
So are you?
But then they often go bad.
But are you buying what are you buying to eat pineapple?
Well, the other night, the kids wanted me to make my famous homemade pizza, apparently. It's not that famous.
So you're putting it...
I make the dough, but I put tin pineapple on top of that. So I had pineapple like last night.
I think if your first introduction to pineapple is through tin pineapple, you probably have a great relationship with pineapple. It's not great.
Tin pineapple?
No.
What?
It's hard.
I love it.
What about that chewy bit on the side? You go, I'm not eating...
I like it. But anyway, fresh pineapple... I bought one the other day because I remember the woman said, "Do you want me to take the spiky bit off?" And you take the spiky bit off. You want the spiky bit off?
Who was saying this?
The fruit shop woman.
So what was she going to do?
She takes the spiky bit off.
How does she do it?
You just turn it in a circular form and it comes right off.
Oh, at the cash register.
Yeah, you don't know how to do that? It's a bit of a trick. You just go spin it around.
Which way?
Anti-clockwise, actually.
So hang on, don't you get spiked? And what are you hanging on to when you're spinning? Surely your other hand.
You grab the base,
that'd hurt.
No, not really. And you just turn the spike quickly and it comes off.
Oh, she's very clever.
But she does it a lot. She's a fruit shop person. You know.
And did she take it off for you?
Yeah, she took it off.
So it meant you had an open end when you took it home?
No, it's not really open, though. That's the thing. It's kind of sealed. It's weird. It's sort of a bit...
got out enough.
Then the trick is to, cut the skin off, peel it essentially, but without taking too much away. Because once you get down to the core... But, if you get a good one, you can just suck on that core. Oh.
Sorry?
Like an icy pole. I remember going to the Big Pineapple. Hello.
I've never...
Namble. You've never been there?
I think I have. It was a lot of... it was basically a dessert place, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they have hamburgers. I remember going as a kid in would have been the 70s. It was on fire. And
that was the first big thing.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to drive to Queensland, will you go to the Big Pineapple?
you got to.
You got to drop in.
And the big cow was up the road. That was no good compared to
there was a big lawnmower.
Oh, there's a few big things up there.
There's lots of big things. Whether they're still there, I don't think they are.
No, Big Pineapple. So we went there. It was awesome. I reckon I went twice when I was a kid, and it's sort of a... And then I went back with Kieran when we were like in our 20s.
It wasn't good.
Nah, faded glory. Like half the restaurant was closed.
I think it's on the skids.
Lady Di went there. Lady Di and Prince Charles went
Imagine
there.
travelling halfway around the world and... How was the trip, Dad? Well, we went to the Big Pineapple.
Big Pineapple. You used to be able to climb the Big Pineapple and look out over Nambour.
Did you climb up the pineapple?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. I don't know if Lady Di did that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great times. They did excellent sundaes. And you could get a banana sundae, strawberry sundae, or pineapple. And I had a pineapple one, and gee, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, from the source.
So what
You're not a big rap for pineapples.
Not a big rap. No. If I was lost in the jungle and I came across... Don't worry, I'd be going... If I was on Survivor or Alone... We're watching Alone at the moment. It's hard to watch because it's all about them eating horrible... It's hard to watch.
I've never watched. I've seen the ads.
It's tough. They end up eating horrible... they eat worms and they pretend that it's like,
good stuff.
Some delicacy, you just go, no, you... And then, anyway, it's just... Hats off to... Can you grow them in the southern states?
I don't reckon. No,
it's a warmer climate thing. No. How are they grown? Are they grown on trees or are they grown in the ground? There's a good question. I reckon...
Are they on a bush sort of thing? Like a pineapple
I don't think so.
Viney bush thing?
I think the top bit sticks out, and I think...
you reckon they're in the ground? No. Are they? Are they really? Wow, maybe they are. I don't know. I've been to the Big Pineapple where they grow them.
Should we ask? No, we care about our topics.
How are pineapples grown? Let's ask Sam.
Pineapples don't grow on trees. They actually grow from a handsome leafy plant on the ground.
Wow, so I was right.
I
They're
was
not in
right.
you said they were in the ground.
Well, I said, yeah, but what did you say?
I said they were sort of like on a bush.
Well, they're
What
not
kind
really
of-
on a bush. It seems like this creepy plant across there. So they're sitting there.
Yeah, they're sitting
not, They're
there.
not pressed into the soil.
No,
like
they're
I
not
was
in the
into.
soil. They're not
Yeah.
in the soil.
Okay.
Like a strawberry almost, kind of.
What's a strawberry? What is it?
That's like a. Well, you've been
low
strawberry.
level.
That's low level
I've
shrubs.
never been strawberry farming.
You've never been strawberry picking?
No, they did it at the beach house the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
They
Did
went
they?
and- yeah, we
The
did it.
strawberry farm? Yeah, we
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
And they look. I'm not big on strawberries.
Oh God. There's raspberries too.
I like strawberry jam,
Love it.
but I don't really like strawberries.
You don't like strawberries?
They're okay. I'm more of a blueberry guy.
Oh, blueberries are great.
Blueberry. And I'm a raspberry guy.
Well, they have
but I'm a
ras-
strawberry guy.
They have raspberries at the strawberry farm normally.
Do they?
Yeah.
How are raspberries grown? What are they grown on?
Okay. They're like a blackberry. You know, you see
Yeah, of
blackberries?
course they are. Yeah.
And you pull them off the thing. You pull them off the little stick thing.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So
Pineapples.
pineapples,
Good on pizza.
good on pizza. Chop the head off. Chop them up. Vitamin C, I suppose.
Great. Oh, what about ham steaks? Remember that when you were a kid?
Oh God.
Oh, they were awful.
Awful.
I didn't like them. So it was just like fried ham with a bit of pineapple on top.
What we ate in the 70s. What we
And it was so, I reckon it was so they put the pineapple on the top just to offset it, so it wasn't as awful as we,
apparently.
I don't know whether this is right or not,
But if you put pineapple on meat, it tenderizes the meat.
No, I love
So-
pineapple. I wish I had pineapple right now.
So if there was okay, I'm putting down a bowl of fruit,
Mm.
right? And I've got in that bowl on your bench,
Mm.
right, up one end of the bench. Okay, you've got your pineapple sitting there, hasn't been
Cut up.
Yep, bananas,
Mm.
apples, pears, what else?
Peaches.
Peaches. As you're walking past,
Mm.
you go, "Oh, geez, I feel like a snack." What are you going to grab?
Apple, first and
Why are
foremost.
you saying that like it's obvious?
Banana.
See, I would go banana.
Yeah, you're a banana guy.
Yeah, affects
That's why
my
you're blocked up.
regular listeners.
I realised that Dave gave me bad information about bananas, and now I feel bad about eating them every time.
No, eat them.
But you would not for a second go
No.
because
That's a special occasion.
It's a big
food.
outing.
Yeah. No, it's you know what? It's a lot of energy, and they've done research and found that, like, for example, oranges have dropped off in sales because the kids don't like peeling them, and yet you get a good orange. It's a good time.
or a good mandarin,
But but I've seen my kids. Yeah, they go for an apple or a banana because orange is a bit more work.
which is the easiest fruit to get the skin off. Oh, that's a great
Banana.
question. Banana, mandarin.
mandarin,
Okay, which is the hardest fruit? You would have to say
pineapple,
coconut.
Oh, coconut. What, do you de-skin them? That's hard. I mean, apple, you don't have to take the skin off, do you?
No, but I'm trying to think of the ones that have a shell on them. What's the name? Passion fruit.
Pumpkin's hard. Even though it's not a
With
fruit.
the pumpkin, you can nearly eat the skin,
Yeah.
can't you? Whereas the pineapple, that spiky bit, are you eating that?
No, you don't eat that.
No.
Only if you're on a loan on SBS. Maybe you cook.
Well, you probably would if you're on.
Maybe you could eat it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems a bit chewy.
It's a very good fruit, not as convenient as you would probably like it to be.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I only have one maybe 3 or 4 times a year, but I like it when I have it. We more often get like watermelon because it's easy to cut up and stuff.
Yeah, so you
Kids
can't
like
eat
it.
watermelon.
You can't eat it. Not on your FODMAP.
No. God, I'm coming across as pathetic.
A lot of things you can't eat.
Yeah, this is the
You're
reality.
going to be
I live
like,
in.
sometimes you would get a kid over your house and like, I don't eat pasta sauce. I just have white pasta. And you're like, oh, God.
Well, I probably
My
am.
house, my rules, you little shit.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm one of those people that does have to check things on your menu. Sometimes I've turned into one of those people. Really annoying to be around.
Yeah.
I can't eat that anyway. But look, it's okay. I'm sure there are people out there.
Oh, with people with allergies, fair enough.
who suffer the same way as I do. They're nodding to the podcast as they you old bloody Labrador over here.
I don't eat anything.
You is there anything you don't eat?
No. I don't like salmon a lot.
Yeah, we talked
But I
about
still
that.
eat it.
I get halfway through salmon and go, yeah, that's enough. I don't want any more salmon.
I like salmon patties, though. Oh, yeah. I'll make them
Salmon
sometimes.
patties, they're good.
Out
So
of
there's
10.
nothing you don't eat. You do eat oysters.
I eat them, but I don't.
They don't send you.
Never seek. I love, scallops.
Do you eat the orange bit?
Of what?
I reckon you only like
Yeah, of
scallops
course.
when they're dipped in batter.
No. I love them in pasta.
Do you?
Yeah.
You pop in the whole bit in your mouth?
Yeah.
Do you like big ones or small ones?
Whatever.
Oh, wow.
Again, I don't have them that often. I love them though.
Do you so where would you most likely get your scallops
Fish
from?
and chip shop.
Well, there you go. So when you're in a restaurant and you see scallops on the menu, what are you thinking?
Yeah, good.
In the pasta.
Yeah, good. I had it the other day. I had it at Steve Vizard's comedian's lunch, which you missed, where I got to talk to Wendy Harmer about your appearance in her book.
Oh, no. Was Wendy Harmer there?
Yeah. So Steve Vizard has this lunch. Elliot Goblet used to run it. That's Steve's taken over during the comedy festival. And it really is. There's a lot of your generation there, a lot of my generation.
It is.
And so you see like Timbo and Betters. You see.
What was Wendy Harmer
She
came
flew
down
from
for it.
I don't know, but she was there, and I talked to her about how you were mentioned in her book, and you didn't know it was, and she's she thought it was funny. So there we go. So I didn't tip you in it too much.
But how could it was a long time ago. How will I remember?
That's what she said. She goes, I can't remember things. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah. Same
How is she, by the way?
She's good.
Oh, that's well.
Yeah,
What's she doing now?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
You know that far. You just talked about what you were doing.
Yeah.
To get
Brought you up and then moved on. Oh, there's Rodney Root. I'll talk to him.
That's right. You got to work the room. You got to do to tap and turn.
Michael Veitch was there. I was talking to him.
You got to just have a moment and then move on. Or you grab hold with someone, you go, I'll have a long chat with you. But most people...
I talked to Colin Lane, actually.
Tag and release. I talked to Colin Lane a long time. Last
Woodley, yeah.
Yeah.
He's always good value.
Yeah, good.
Well, there's people at the same sort of level as you, and I don't want to sit with like Oaksy and Evan Hawking.
He's a big listener to this. You don't want to
I
sit
know
with him.
that because I spend a lot of time with him.
Oh,
there's no point,
Yeah.
I just want, like, if I sat next to you, I'd go, well, should sit next to someone I don't see very often.
Oaksy listens to this regularly.
He loves it. Yeah.
He loves it, but again the other day he told me we make a lot of mistakes. We opened lunch the other day. He goes, I said, you told me that last time. Every time I see him, he tells me that we make a lot of mistakes. I think he gets a bit of pleasure from it. Did he tell you the same thing?
Yeah.
You go, you make a lot of mistakes.
No, but that's the charm of this podcast.
We have our intent is not to get it wrong. I don't try to get it wrong.
We get told the time. We don't research or anything.
It's not like we're going, oh great, we did do the best we can. Brad sits back there listening to the podcast, having a crack. He's probably listening to this now.
Probably is. He's like, hey, he's just happy to be mentioned, all right? Like anyone, all right?
Really?
Anyway, let's have some thinking music.
Thinking music.
So what should we do?
Well, how about
we should actually have Brad monitoring us while we record, and then there's a hotline. And
he can ring in. Yeah, you got that wrong.
Guys.
Yeah.
Pineapples are not grown. They're not grown in the ground.
No. But it must be exciting for him because he must hear us go off track and then go, here we go. And then he must know exactly where we're getting it wrong, where it started. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, let's thinking music. So, okay.
I know. I reckon we have.
Big pineapple. There's ads
no,
for
one of those
pineapple.
ads. One of those. What are the Golden Circle?
My dad picks a fruit. We've had that before.
That is a great song.
Goes with Scotties. Yep.
Lobsters.
The Lobster Cave.
Something. We had that show on a couple of weeks ago.
We could do a make-believe. We love origin stories. Like, imagine the first explorers
discovering pineapple.
And just all fruit, tropical fruit. What a bit weird, wouldn't it?
I mean, where would we be?
Far North Queensland.
But it's only Indigenous people back in that when they were discovering fruit.
Yeah, no, they would have discovered it, but these are the first white guys. Because unless you want to do an Indigenous accent. Imagine that. Glenn Robbins and David Neal cancelled.
Yeah.
We were just like looking back.
We were doing a make-believe. It wasn't real. Yeah. All right, we will be two white guys wandering around the northern Queensland. Okay, the premise is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, and they find a tropical fruit.
They're finding some tropical fruits.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, today, gee, it must be hot today, isn't it? We must be coming towards some kind of civilization or something.
I didn't come prepared. I've got to be honest with you. I've got a bit of water. And I've been trekking all day. Wouldn't mind something to eat.
Wouldn't you love some fruit? Oh boy, look at that over there.
What?
Look at tropical. Is that tropical fruit plantation in the bush here in far northern Queensland?
There's all sorts of fruits in there. This is just incredible. Should we go over there and see what we can eat from these?
Absolutely. What is that? A bunch of those. They're like your long yellow things where you can peel them. What should we call them?
It's a dramatic moment.
Yes.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, what is it?
Banana.
Oh, banana. That's a great name. Let's try banana. Oh, Oh, they're
great name.
tasty.
They're good.
Oh,
Do we eat
yum.
the yellow bit?
No. Mm,
What
gee,
about
they're
the yellow
good.
bit inside? Do we eat that?
Yeah, that's it. That's the fruit. That's
Yeah,
a,
and
that's
how
a
do I?
banana.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch it go in.
It's a bit weird. Oh, what are those
That'll
red?
never
What are those? What are those red shiny things hanging off that tree? Should we try one of them?
Yeah, I'm interested in what they are.
Oh, they're
Oh,
good.
that's
They're crisp and bitey. They're nice.
Yeah.
What do we call them?
What's your middle name?
Apple. Should we go with apple or
Go with that.
or hangy red
it's
shiny
not a
thing?
Great, it's not a great name.
You don't think apple's a good
I
name?
think it's a stupid name. Nothing would. You couldn't call.
Never going to take off?
No, never going to. We'll go with it for now.
Oh, look at those. Those orange big balls. Have one of them. Oh, peel that. Oh,
What are we going to?
Citrusy.
Beautiful. Very nice. What are we going to call it?
Oh, it's orange. Should we just go
Let's work. Yeah, do it quickly.
orange?
Call it orange.
Orange. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
great.
Move
All
on.
right. All right. Oh, that's a nice melon. Do you want to? I'll cut that open. Hang on. It's a bit watery. What should we call this one?
Watermelon.
Oh, brilliant watermelon. And that one, it's a bit harder, like a
Rock
melon.
melon.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've got so much fruit here now. Should we sit
Oh,
down?
wait,
and-
hang on.
Oh, what's that one?
Your wife.
Yeah.
Your wife. You know, you were talking about running away and getting married.
Oh, we're going to elope.
Yes.
Oh, we'll call it the cantaloupe. Because I cantaloupe.
Thank you, Captain King.
Okay, so should we sit down and have some a feast of tropical fruit?
Yes.
Okay, I'll sit. Oh, jeez, I'm sitting on something spiky. What is that? Oh, that's another fruit. It's a bit spiky though.
You sat on it because it doesn't grow underground, doesn't grow up trees. It grows
On the ground.
on the ground.
And it's got a spiky top like a pine
What are
cone.
you going to call it?
Pine.
Your pine. Well, your apple. Your name's Apple.
Another fruit named after me.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Pine apple.
Oh, let's cut it open. Oh, that's sweet and beautiful. Oh, this is my favourite fruit. You know what? I know I've been in the sun a long time, but I've got a vision, fellow explorer. I am going to build, here in Queensland, a giant pineapple.
For what?
Tourists will come from around the world to come to my giant pineapple and climb it. And what are those nuts called again? What are they called?
Walnuts.
Macadamia nuts? I'm going to have a macadamia nut train that runs around the pineapples. Yes! What a vision! What are you going to do?
I just thought of a really bad joke about what you got when you got nuts on the wall. I can't do that joke, but you know what the tag is.
Yeah.
When you got nuts on the chin.
Yes.
Sorry, we're exploring. And what am I going to do with the rest of my life?
Yeah.
I'm going to create a company called Apple.
Oh, that'll never work. What are they going to sell?
I don't know. I have a vision for Oh God, we've got to wrap this up. For some sort of thing that you can communicate with.
Yeah, that'll never work. Big pineapple, here we come. Wow.
Sorry
Okay,
about
what's
that.
your guess?
I was dropping character. That was terrible.
Oh,
Very
you were,
unprofessional.
yeah, you were
But
breaking.
you were leading that. You were look when they go back up. You got 3 votes for that. I was just a passenger on that. You were very good. Your improv skills are excellent.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're very good. You should.
I should do improv.
Yeah, you should do improv. Yeah.
Now,
Okay. I reckon I know this one. I reckon I nailed this one.
hey, what is it?
I reckon it's Australian money. It's Australian money. It's a pineapple. It's a lobster. A lobster is a 20, I think.
Yeah.
Pineapple is a 50.
And what's 100? Do you know what the one for 100 is?
No.
Avocado.
I never knew
I've
that.
never heard that.
It's never caught on.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But I've never...
Uh,
Okay, well, I think you're right. I'm going to say, though, pineapples were first used with lobsters. They were also grown en masse somewhere, and they were like there were so many of them. They were the first prison food, pineapple and lobster.
So what are you saying? What's your answer?
Pineapple and lobster used to be the first prison food. What is the answer, Sam?
Lobsters and pineapples are both denominations of Australian banknote. Not officially, but they're commonly known as the lobsters for $20 bills because of their red colour, pineapples for $50 bills because of their yellow colour.
Oh, there you go.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Whoa, Glenn!
I thought I was just having to go at what I thought. I thought it might have been much more clever than that.
No, that's a very basic one, Sam. Very basic.
I'm good at getting the basic ones. I'm just looking at the whiteboard.
Yeah.
How many I've got right and how many
many?
you've got. I've got a giant whiteboard.
Who's got the rough end of the pineapple? That's a great saying. The rough end of the pineapple.
Yeah.
You got the rough end of the pineapple?
Normally, we do finish on a fruit joke.
Oh, have you got any fruit jokes?
I got a fruit joke.
Yeah, go on.
Well, we went into a restaurant the other night because we got there so early, 5:30 because of grandkids.
Yeah.
We walked in and goes, "Oh, you're a comedian."
Yeah.
Because we were the first people there. Maybe you could
Yeah.
lighten up the waiters with a bit of a joke. And I had
God. Well, yeah, no pressure.
only told the grandchild a joke because at dinner time we sit around and tell jokes.
Yeah, good.
The joke that we were telling at the time was, I'm surprised I haven't told you this. Why did the banana go to the doctor?
I don't know why.
Because it wasn't peeling well.
Ah!
So we got up with the grandchild and we told it as a team.
Oh, wow.
Big laugh.
I loved it.
And so it was very successful. Yeah, because it wasn't peeling well.
That's good. I think you've told it before, but I don't know.
Have I told them this podcast?
I don't know. I've heard. I don't know.
I've heard it before.
Why did the little girl jump in the toilet? She wanted to join the brownies. Oh, jeez. We've got to get out of here.